Hello guys, Absolute Duelist here, coming at you with another One Piece video, and in today's One Piece video I have for you round 2 from locals, but not my round 2, but my opponent's round 2, because I did get the bye after round 1, so I was like, you know what, can I record your game? And thankfully they allowed me to do that, so we are going to be recording a Smoker versus Red Purple Luffy game in this round, and we're going to see how this game can essentially go, because obviously Red Purple Luffy is a new deck in the game. It's a deck that's essentially a new Whitebeard, but isn't as bad because you're not getting 2 draws every turn because you aren't losing that life every turn, and also you have the same protection, but it's just a slightly bit different, right? So we're going to see how this game's going to go. We're going to see if the Luffy player is going to be able to take it out, and see how good Smoker is against Red Purple Luffy. So they're going ahead and putting out their lives now. We're going to go ahead and get into the game and see essentially how this game will play out. So, who is going to be on the play? It looks like the Red Purple Luffy is on the play, so he's going to go ahead and get his 1 Don and pass turn. Getting 2 Don out. Oh, it seems that the Red Purple Luffy player did actually have a play, so they just rewound a bit, made sure it was got to do his play, and he did drop that chopper and then passed. So the Smoker player goes ahead and plays that Branu, revealing the 3 cards that he's searching, Garp, Garp, and 1-drop Suru there. Adds the 5-drop Garp to hand because removal is always good, right? And he goes ahead and passes turn. Red Purple Luffy draws for turn now, and what is he going to do? Like, he's got options, obviously. He can go ahead, but he's just going to go ahead and swing all of that Don into life for a 9k swing. Okay. Must not have had anything great to play, but the Smoker player is probably going to go ahead and put a Don on it and swing for 7 because of the chopper is on the board. So he swings for 7 there, and it does get blocked. Funny how he chose to block instead of putting a 2k counter, but I guess it does deal with some things. But he does also swing a 6k with that Branu as well. Does the Luffy player choose to take? He does choose to take that. Okay, interesting, interesting. So the Luffy player is up to 5 Don now. Ideally, this is where they want to drop a ramp card. So let's see if he's going to be able to do that. Like, he does have a decent amount of cards in hand, but it looks like he's setting some to the side. And he's going to play the Red Purple Law. Okay. So that means he's going to be able to discard some cards out of the Smoker player's hand. Dealing with some very key cards would be nice here. And he goes ahead and hits the Kuzan and also a Borsalino, sorry. That is actually very good to hit there because it means that he's lost out the 10-drop now, making it harder for him to remove bigger characters. And he drew a Kuzan for turn nonetheless and showed it to the opponent out of a bit of a troll there as well. But being able to hit those 2 cards is very strong. Gets rid of a blocker and also gets rid of that 10-drop. I mean, it's going to be a lot harder for the Smoker player to remove the bigger costing characters. So he's going to go ahead and swing 7 into the Luffy, trying to take a 2k counter probably from him here. He does get a 2k counter with the Otama. Kuzan is dropped, draws a card, and passes turn. Okay, the Luffy player goes up to 6 Don now because he did neg 1 with that Trafalgar Law. Okay. And where is he going to go with this? What's the Luffy player going to do? Because he has a lot of Don on board, which is good. But where would he want to go? What does he want to play? Because the Smoker player still does have a decent amount of cards in hand. Like, he probably has something like 6 in his hand right now. But what's he going to do? So, looks like the Luffy player is just thinking what he wants to play, where he wants to go. He's going to swing 6, though. Maybe he has a... Well, actually, no. What 6 Don play would he have here? Okay, but he's going to rest 5. He's going to play that X-Drake. Okay. Maybe he needs the bodies? Because now he goes down to 5 Don, putting him back a turn. Like, ideally there, you would want to keep yourself at 8 Don. Well, sorry, keep yourself at 6, so next turn you go to 8 and then 9. So, interesting that he dropped that there. If it was me, I would have probably swang with the Blocker Law and also the Leader too. I'd probably just try to take some advantage out of the opponent's hand. Maybe swing for 7 or 2 7s and maybe try to drop something else. Maybe keep some Don up for a bit of a threat. At least that's what I would do in this situation. Like, this isn't my game, so I can't ideally say the exact plays that are worth it. But it's interesting to see what these players are doing. So, what is the Smoker player going to do here? Because he does have a ton of Don. He's on his, I think it's 8 Don turn. But he's going to swing 6 into the Luffy. Will he... Oh, and he does decrease the Law now. Something that I would probably consider doing is maybe just blocking with the Law, because if he's going to go ahead and get that, well, 7k swing anyway, and he does choose to block there, Okay, and he's going to go ahead and drop a Sakazuki, which gets rid of the X-Drake as well. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, this is why I'd have preferably not dropped the X-Drake, because using it as counterpower here would have been way better, and you would have been on 8 Don here to go to 9, which would just put you in probably a better position. Okay, so he's going to drop the 7-drop Kid now, which is pretty good because it means he's guaranteed to go up to 9 Don next turn, and also makes his leader 7k, meaning it's easier to protect against, like, the Sakazuki swing and other stuff now. And the Smoker player is showing off that he has 2 more Kuzans in hand. Like, that's the funny thing with Reese as well. Like, he always has all of the Kuzans. Like, somehow he just draws Kuzan all the time, and it's just insane, like, how often he actually draws that card. And let's see where he's going to go with it, though, because he's on his 10 Don term. Swings 7 into life. He only needs a 1k, but he does choose to actually take that. Okay. Meaning that if you want to swing into the Luffy again, you are going to have to invest a bit of Don here. Like what? You'd have to put 2 onto the Kuzan, 2 onto the lead at least. Hopefully he can't remove that 7-drop Kid though, because if he can remove it, it's going to really put the Luffy player behind. Swings 5 and decreases the Kid. Interesting. And drops another Kuzan. Alright. Interesting, interesting. And he's going to go ahead and drop a Garp here, which will get rid of the Kid because he decreased it with the Kuzan. That's very unfortunate. Okay, so the Luffy player is going to go up to 8 Don next turn though, and then up to 9 because of the leader ability. Okay, so what is he going to do? Because theoretically he needs to remove these Kuzans, right? He needs to get rid of the Kuzan so his stuff stops getting decreased, but he also needs to remove the Garp. So potentially put enough Don onto the Luffy to swing into the Kuzan, get rid of that, or swing into the Garp to try and deal with that. Like, he needs to clean up a bit. Like, that's what I would probably be doing right now if it were me. So what is he going to do? He's going to go ahead and drop the 9-drop Kaido, which is going to neg 5 Don here, and then kill the Garp, and then he swings into the Sakazuki. Okay. If it was me, I'd have probably tried to remove both Kuzans, because realistically, if he does remove both the Kuzans here, he then doesn't have to care about them anymore. Like, he still has the Garp, which is a bit annoying, but at least he can't decrease my stuff and then potentially just kill the 10-drop Kaido. Like, I would rather, like, protect that Kaido than lose that. So he is going to go ahead and swing into life for 6, gets blocked for 1, or countered for 1 with the law, and then swings another 6 and takes that. But let's see what's going to happen. Like, he's on no life now, and he just does a big swing with the Smoker, and that is game, guys. So, yeah, interesting game with the Luffy player there. I think he did, sadly, brick a bit, because he didn't have any ramp on the turn 3, which is ideally where you want to be ramping in the red-purple Luffy deck. But nonetheless, interesting game to see the different routes and places where the Smoker player went. Like, honestly, Smoker, it's a very strong deck, and now that we know that in OP05, we've got Sakazuki coming out, like, the Navy deck is just going to get even more broken. So guys, I hope you did enjoy that game. I hope you did enjoy seeing Red Purple Luffy versus Smoker, and please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more One Piece content. I'll see you guys in the next one. Absolute Doors signing out. Later.